hello,
Hello.
Woo!
Hello. Y'all caught me.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Sabbath day.
Yeah.
Happy fall day. It's
Really?
so
It's
beautiful.
like real fall now.
It's
Okay,
fall.
it's
You
here,
can wear your
it's here.
turtleneck now.
I can wear my turtleneck now.
She
I
got it
pulled it
on.
out.
Yes, like me. But yes, happy everyone. Thanks for joining Four Sisters Live. I'm Wyoming.
I'm Linda.
I'm Peg.
I'm Sharon.
And you are watching Four Sisters Live.
And Charlene is coming.
Charlene
on her way.
Charlene, I'm on my way. Okay, girl, come on in here. You know, you still the fam.
Right.
I feel like I want to say we're back.
I know. I'm trying to figure out.
I know, it seems like we've been away for a while.
We've been everywhere.
Yeah.
I'd say we have had a busy, let me tell you, October. I think this is on the second week in October, and it seems like the month is already half,
Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking into November already.
We've had
It's
so
the
many
second.
events.
I think that's what it
Back to back
Back,
to
we-
back
yes,
because
yeah.
we support everybody.
Yeah.
We
We
support
really
each
do.
other.
A
So
lot
when
going
you're in
on.
our network, you'll get supported.
Right.
And you'll keep us all running ragged. We might not get a lot of sleep.
That's
you
what
know,
we do.
But this is what we do.
But that's what we do.
Because Linda called me and she said, girl, I'm so tired. I don't know what to do with my brain.
I got a
I
job,
need my
too.
brain to rest. I said,
know.
no, because we have been very, very busy doing a lot of great things.
Because you got the
Yeah.
behind the scenes stuff you got to do before you get here.
That's right.
Yeah.
And
Well,
before
so
every
true.
event.
Absolutely. And so we've just been out supporting all the events that are part of our Sisters for Sisters network.
Yeah.
When we
Yeah.
talk about this network, it is a network because there's so many things that our sisters are doing.
Yeah.
And we really try to either divide ourselves up. Some go here, some go there,
Yeah.
but we want to be
Some be
represented.
everywhere.
Right.
Or be
This
in the
one.
same
This
place
one.
at the same
This
time.
Yeah.
You
This
pick
one right
this
here.
That's the one.
This is why, girl, I'm very
We got to be here. Oh, I see you there. It's
Slow
like,
down, girl.
But you know the beautiful thing is when I put it out there, y'all guys show up. That's the
really
beauty.
are.
it's like
We do
Okay.
support. We do
Here we go.
support.
Look.
Yeah.
Okay.
But look, okay, so we started from last week. We were at the Heart Health Fair.
Yes,
Yeah.
with
With our
Florence,
sister friend, sister girl, Florence Champagne.
Champagne.
Yeah.
And then we also had we went to the play.
To the play,
To play.
exactly.
Head Over Heels.
and the day before
also
that
at
was-
the Warner
oh,
Theater.
was it?
It was
Oh, I bet
very, very
fabulous.
nice.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I
And
mean,
then
We actually started Friday.
And then
because of my
Friday,
event.
Oh,
we had
yeah.
the Indian culture event.
Yeah.
Cultures.
Yes,
We had
absolutely.
our Wakanda moment with all the
Oh,
African
my
attire
God.
It was so beautiful.
and the fashion and
The dancing.
the dancing.
dancing.
Oh, it was
the
just
cultures. I mean, and I learned so much.
I did
It was
too.
so
Yeah.
educational.
I did.
And beautiful at the same
Oh
time.
my
if you can
goodness! It just
imagine
made you
that.
feel
Yeah.
so good
So
Yeah.
proud.
from whence
Yeah.
you come.
Yeah.
Yes.
So many
and
of our people.
Stay tuned for
Yeah.
next year, 2019.
My God.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
gonna
God.
be big. It's
Yeah.
gonna be really,
Not
really
to
nice.
mention, we also came by here because they had the
They did
community
cookout,
day.
the community
Yes.
cookout. Ron
Y'all
was
made
there.
it?
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
they had it all.
We had
They had a
community
lot
day.
of people.
Hot
and they had
dogs,
plenty of
hamburgers.
Yeah, chicken,
And,
fish.
oh, and the guys,
The guys, Next Step, they performed.
Next Step
They
performed.
had live-
Next Yes.
No, they
Next
did.
Step.
In
See,
the
they
parking
can
lot.
thank me because it's like I connected them. I'm connecting all these dots. Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, we
showed up.
They showed
Yeah.
up. They really
Oh,
did. And
man.
they
That
did a
is
great
It was
job.
awesome.
They did a great job at the fashion show.
Oh, they,
Yes,
were,
they
they were
were.
amazing. And I heard all this loud noise and screams, and I was in the back, of course. And later I heard that somebody did a split.
Yes, yes, he did. Hey,
I
and
was
he got
hoping
back
got
up.
up.
But he only did it once.
He only did it once, but some girl said, "I want you to do that again."
My daughter said,
I heard
he
all
did
this
a
loud
split,
noise. I said,
and he
what
only
in the
did
world
it.
happened, right?
But it was a nice noise, so I
Yeah,
knew
because it was
good.
like,
I just said,
they
what
couldn't
did
believe he
what
did
happened?
it.
The people like,
They
"How
At
did
his
that?"
age, I'm glad he got up.
Oh, wow.
He thought about
Hey.
James Brown and just went straight there.
Yes, it was
So
awesome.
we had a
cool.
great time. We had a really, really great time.
man.
So once again, you see that we are part of many things going on in the community. everything that's happening in the community. Other things we're going to talk about, we're going to bring up to you.
Yeah,
We're going to talk
yeah.
and let you know some other things that are going to be happening as well. We have a great show. We have a great guest today. You know, we are in the month of acknowledging, recognizing, honoring the breast cancer awareness
We're
month.
wearing our pink.
And so, we are representing
Pink
today.
and
We wanted to do
hearts and
that.
everything,
Yeah, we
yes.
try to make sure
And
we
honor,
do that
yes.
at least once.
Yeah.
Once while we're here to make sure we're connected. That we're all on the same page.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
But overall, millions across this country are representing and acknowledging Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And we're here today. We have a lovely guest who's going to be speaking to us about her journey.
Yes.
Beautiful.
At some point during our show, she will be up and we're going to just dialogue. We're going to talk. We're just going to share. You know, when you share, you help others.
That's right.
When you share, you heal when you share.
Right.
And so we are in the process of healing. At the beginning of the year, we are going to get our health together. And this is part of it.
Yeah.
And we can't ignore it. It could be any of us at any point in time. So
true.
There, for the grace of God, there goes any of us. And we're just grateful to survive. We're grateful to be alive. And we're grateful to share it. So, again, later in the program, we're going to do that. This is our Health and Wellness
Health
Day.
and Wellness Day. Yes.
Yay.
And we want to make note of Terry Tabar is one of our sisters who just announced that her cousin just passed from breast cancer.
Oh,
So she's on her way down to South Carolina
okay.
now.
Oh,
Yes.
I just
sorry to
lost
hear
my
that.
aunt last week. We buried her on Monday from breast cancer.
Yes,
Wow,
yes,
that was
yes,
breast cancer
that was,
as well?
that's
Oh, my
why she
goodness.
was, you
I
know,
didn't know that.
in
I
a
knew
position
she
to
passed,
not be
but I
a
didn't
part
know
of certain
how.
things. But then telling you, man, it's just a part
Early
of.
detection.
Yeah.
is so
I got my
important.
mammogram done last
Yeah,
week.
I
got mine done.
I'm
I
behind.
mean,
I
it's
got to get
important.
mine.
It's
I have,
important.
I'm
Yeah,
behind,
it's
so I have to
important.
get mine because it'll sneak up on
It'll
you
sneak up on you so quick.
so quickly, and
Yeah.
we just have to remind each other.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
have to do as women. We ask each
Accountability.
other. Have you
Yeah.
had? I just gave baby girl some information because you just
Yeah.
like the rest of us.
You can't
we want.
start too young.
You can't start too
exactly.
young. Examining yourself and being aware
Yep.
that this is here, and we have to watch what we eat because that's a part
That's
of the
part of
whole
it.
Yeah.
part of
Yeah.
big part of it is what we ingest and
And
keep in
also-
our bodies. And
Oh,
you
that's
know,
major.
major.
And the water.
And the water,
And
but
the
that's why
water.
I'm pointing because
Oh, my goodness.
we made a
We
made a kind of a pinky swear that we were going to
Yes.
drink.
Yeah.
Plenty of
It's
water.
water.
Schedule.
Well,
We schedule.
actually,
Yeah.
it's when you drink
Yeah,
the
when you
water.
drink
Yeah.
the water.
4 glasses when you wake up in the morning. Before you put anything on your stomach, drink 4 glasses of water. That's 2 16-ounce bottles or 1 32-ounce bottle. Very simple.
Yeah.
And brush your teeth and wait 45 minutes before you eat anything. Do this on a daily, make this a daily routine. I totally changed my life back in December when I started doing it. And ironically, it had nothing to do with this, but it actually affected it. I had a positive mammogram. So it was a scare that I was going, this anxiety that I was going through.
Yeah.
And I had just lost my husband.
Right.
So I was like, okay, that word cancer just, stuck in my mind. And I'm just like, oh, I need to find out what's going on. And I went back for the mammogram. Actually, it was a mammogram that they wanted me to come in and get a sonogram to see a mass or something that they saw. And when I came back in, the day that I went in, they didn't have the disc. So now here goes the anxiety again.
Oh, wow.
So then I had to come back. And when I came back, this time, they couldn't read the disc.
Oh,
so can you
no.
imagine,
All that
what you're
anxiety,
going through
yeah.
all of
Yeah.
this time?
Yes.
And so, and finally, the 3rd time, I went to pick it up myself, because I had come from a different hospital and I had to bring it to that one. So when I brought it in this time, when they finally did do the sonogram or testing and what have you, the doctor had to do it 3 times.
Wow.
Because what they saw was no longer there.
After the drinking.
And about 5 or 6
Your water.
5 or 6 weeks had passed. No, I'm sorry, months. 5 or 6 months had passed since I first got the diagnosis, or that they said that they wanted to, to test to see what it was. And from Charlene actually, sent this article about water, about drinking water. And it's a Japanese tradition, And I don't know if you do your research. I think they live longer and
They
they're
do.
healthier.
They
They
do.
don't die.
They
They don't
do.
die of
They
so many
do. Yeah.
diseases
Everyone lives
as we
longer
do.
than
You don't hear
Americans
about a lot
at
of
this
cancer
point.
there. And it was just a simple routine of drinking water. And I swear that it had something to do with it because
Oh,
it wasn't there anymore.
Right.
You know, how do you
had
have something?
hydrated
Yeah.
yourself to the point.
It
Our body
cleanses
needs
you.
water. God
It
gave
cleanses
us
you. It's my
Well,
testimony.
that's true.
It's my
That's what he
testimony.
gave us.
Birth
Yes,
from
that.
water.
We're
Yeah.
birthed from water,
Thank
right?
you.
Water.
Yeah,
So we have to
and-
see that the significance
So-
of that is so important.
Most
a lot
important.
of us
Make sure we hydrate.
don't like to
Hydrate.
drink water. I hear
Yeah.
people say, I hate to drink water. I don't
know.
like the
Put
taste
some,
of
I know.
put
water.
some lemon
My
in
mom
it.
was
You know,
like
you could
that.
I've done better because I've put lime or lemon.
Yeah, exactly.
Cut
Put
the-
some lemon, and
and
that's
the
another
taste.
cleanser. So
And-
that's
and-
good for you as
yeah.
well.
And
So
also
it's
drink it
okay.
through a straw because, and this is what I do, because that natural sucking motion, just like a baby, you'd be surprised. You know how when you go to
How
the
much
store,
you can-
you know how much you drink when you have a soda and you're
Right,
drinking it through the straw.
right.
Next thing you know, it's empty
Yeah,
and
because
you
I
want to
was mad
refill.
because I drank.
Right.
I bought this lemonade yesterday that was mostly ice, and I got 3 sips. And it
See?
was gone.
Right.
I was so mad.
So
I
if
should-
you get a straw to drink, that's how I got my mom to drink more water. I bought a box of straws. If you cannot drink water because you don't like the taste of
taste
it,
of it.
use a straw.
Yeah.
You'll suck it right across your tongue, on down, it'll be gone.
You know what else is important?
helps.
That you drink it at room temperature.
And room
Yeah.
temperature.
And you
Yeah,
know,
you
most
said
of us
that.
are used to
I
that,
like
used to
room
cold
temperature.
water.
I know.
And
I know. In the
I
morning,
didn't
it's
eat
good.
very-
I like cold water,
I
too.
like
You know,
cold
my
water. They say
cousin-
cold water really isn't good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for you.
exactly. My cousin used to drink at room temperature, and I couldn't understand how she could do that because I said, "How does that quench your thirst?"
do it.
You know, it's like you
Yeah.
gotta have that cold water
Yeah,
going.
you gotta
through
have
it.
that.
Right.
But it is something about that you know, especially
Your
after
body
you eat.
it absorbs it more
Yeah,
because
and
it's not
after
shocked
you
by the
eat,
cold.
if you
Yeah.
drink something cold after you eat, it actually turns the food to sludge.
Yeah.
That's what I
And,
heard.
and,
It
and it
slows
gets into your
everything
arteries,
down.
and that's what causes diseases.
And so when we
you
go to get
really
these
have to
giant
really
sodas,
research this.
ice cold
Yeah.
sodas, when we go to the
Yeah.
fast food place, and you drink, that's the other thing, don't drink and eat at the same
Same
time.
time.
Exactly.
You're supposed to wait at least 30 minutes before you drink, or 30 minutes before you eat.
Push it
Yeah.
down.
Because it's like throwing,
They
it's
think
like
we have
throwing
all-
the dishwasher liquid or not use a washing machine. It's like throwing the soap powder in, the Clorox,
right.
and the fabric softener all at one time.
One
You're
time.
trying to do one thing at
Yeah.
a time.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
there's so many things
Yeah.
that people just have these myths about this and
Yeah.
that, and should I do this or how to do that, and they've been doing it for so long.
We were
Exactly.
taught.
It's,
We were
we're
taught.
creatures
You have
of
to
habit.
break these
and
different-
exactly.
It
Break the
takes
cycle.
time.
You have to break the cycle.
And what you should do after eating, instead of something cold to drink, you should drink something warm. So the complete
Like tea,
opposite, like tea
hot
or
tea.
soup.
Right.
Tea or soup is
Right.
what they recommend.
So I think we're going to have. We were
Learning
supposed to
something
get,
new
well,
every
no,
day,
but we
right?
were going to get our health nutritionists in,
Uh-huh.
and I think we're going to have that. Hopefully, we can get that in before the end of the year.
Yeah.
Maybe
yes.
December.
Oh,
that would be
Oh, yeah.
We're going to
Yeah.
do that because I
Yeah.
think we have to really know our bodies, what can, and what we need to do to eliminate all of these toxins and things we got going on. And this is what causes these things. And a lot of us need to be educated. And so we're going to have that. I think that's your assignment. It's your assignment. It's
my health and wellness chair.
Yeah. So, you know,
Oh,
in,
yeah.
in understanding and being educated, Facebook, how you all doing?
Hey.
Love you for watching.
Wow.
You know, ladies,
Hey.
we already know what time it is. We're talking about Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Getting your mammograms. They say get those girls checked.
Get the girls
You know,
checked. The only
those
two
that
suckers you
go
can
and get your
trust.
girls-
I like that.
No pun intended, I'm sure.
We use that for First National. You know how the ladies always put in the little dollar
Yeah,
bill?
yeah.
Well, that's where I got that from years ago. They said put it down in First National. The only two suckers you can trust.
Yeah, so yeah, make
love
sure
that,
we
Linda.
can, yeah, I love that
Funny,
as well.
y'all.
But not only are we speaking about the breast cancer awareness, we also know this is Domestic Violence Month.
Yes.
And so we are going to be speaking on that. You know, periodically want to be bringing that up this week for that next Saturday, actually. Tell you about who our guest would be for next weekend, talking about domestic violence. We're going to focus on that. So,
yeah.
definitely. We have some good people
Yeah.
coming in on that. So I'm just excited, but we're going to take a quick break because when we come back, I want us to speak on the fashion show. I want to show you a few clips about what we did on that Sunday Sharon, she did a phenomenal
Yes,
job.
it was
She
awesome.
just narrated
Yeah.
that
I couldn't
piece.
have done it without you
yeah.
guys.
Fashionista,
Right.
baby.
Takes
She
a
had
team.
it. Yeah, but you did an
Yeah.
awesome job.
Yeah.
It came together.
It
Yeah.
did.
I mean, you wouldn't have known if it had been any
If,
kind
if
of
you've
crazy.
been behind the scenes, you definitely
behind the
know.
scenes crazy, it
Yeah.
did not
Yeah,
show.
Murphy was
Work
hard
happening.
at work.
He does it, well, you know, it
how
would be a
Murphy
better
is.
show, a good show if it
That's
didn't happen,
right.
right?
That's right.
And so
Right.
we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to show you a few clips about what happened at the fashion show.
All
Be
right.
right back.
Awesome. Good job.
Awesome. Hot picks. So whatever you want us to promote, hot picks. But I want to do the fashion show clip because I just love everything. I didn't know what to expect. That's what it was. I mean, you come back, you go, and not knowing what you're going to expect, and how much fashion, and and what type of fashion, and who's going to be in the fashion show.
Right.
I was amazed about some about
But Sister Charlene got
Charlene showed up.
Charlene show.
When she warmed up, that was it.
You wind her up,
I
right?
think somebody was edging her on in the audience because she did come back a different person.
You said, okay, slow down, Charlene, slow
Yeah, she
down.
was real fast at first. Just you're right. You're
She
right.
was like just sliding over. Charlene, you gotta slow down.
But Charlene has announced on Facebook that she's going to become international fashion.
Oh no, she see you created a
She
little
started a
monster.
monster.
Because when she came out, then she started feeling herself.
Yeah.
Slow down.
Real Charlene came out.
Slow down. The real Charlene came out. But she did an excellent job.
Yeah, one is straight to the other, like
Right.
slow motion.
Yeah.
now. Okay,
Right,
let me show you how.
Renee did an awesome job.
Oh, yeah.
Proud of Renee
And
and
Terry's
Tisha.
fashion.
Oh, my
Terry's
God.
I
stars.
just love the way they flow.
They were
and
just
it's so
beautiful.
beautiful.
Let's just show the video clip. You
Yeah.
ready?
Ready?
I know, we got
Ready?
everybody
Let's
out
just show the
anticipating
video
and all this
clip.
stuff. Yeah.
that was
nice.
Yeah, that was great.
Really
great,
nice.
Great.
I'm telling you, it was just fabulous. There's
It
so
was.
many others that were done, but we just did a little
yeah.
small teaser
Yeah.
to show.
And
what
you know, that is
happened.
the perfect place to give a fashion show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ladies
Well-
and gentlemen out there in our audience, if you want to have a fashion show with a runway and you don't have to build anything, you have atmosphere.
Yeah, and
Just go to
And that's-
Recognition
and that's how
Gallery.
your show is-
Overdue
yeah,
Recognition Gallery.
Art Gallery.
Art Gallery. Is it Bowie?
Overdue Recognition
Recognition
Art
Art
Gallery
Gallery.
in Bowie, Maryland, right across from Macy's, right on the corner.
What's that, Bowie
So it's in
Town
Bowie
Center?
Town Center.
Bowie Town Center. Go there
yes.
to have your fashion show.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
Or
and
any
other
of your
receptions
events,
as
really.
well.
Any event.
Yeah,
Yeah.
book
Yeah.
signings.
Book
It's an
signings,
excellent
yes.
place. Yeah,
And she's one of our sisters, so
That's
just let her
right.
know that we
Yeah.
told you about
She's
it.
part of the network. Jackie Thompson.
That's it's who you know.
Jackie Thompson
Thompson.
and her husband. They
Yeah.
Derek,
Yeah,
yeah.
and,
Wonderful.
and they had awesome food as well.
Oh,
The
my
hors
God.
d'oeuvres.
The
The hors d'oeuvres
presentation
are just
was
beautiful.
so beautiful.
Right.
I was very pleased. It really amazed me because of, like I said, Murphy was, busy working
Oh,
in the
yeah, as
background.
usual.
It's just like, oh my God, what else can go wrong? But it's like, just all of a sudden, it's just like
Everything pulled
fell
together.
right into place.
Right.
And
right.
and and it has a lot to do, of course, with the fashions, because you can't have a fashion show without fashions.
Right.
And the models.
Yes.
So everything, who was there was supposed to have been there. I'll put it that way.
Right.
Because I had some last minute cancellations. I had to fill in at the last minute, put some, I had to get some
Right.
other models to replace models. I had to get even a designer to replace a designer. And so it's just things happen,
Yeah.
Things happen,
But you,
right.
you almost anticipate these things.
Prepare
for
it anyway.
You just
Yeah.
sort of
Right.
have
You know
backup
it's-
plans. It's always good to have a plan A, B, and
And
C.
C.
D, E, F, and G.
Especially when it comes to
Right.
a fashion show, because
Right.
you just anticipate the worst, and I just I was just prepared for the worst. So I've done these things and I can do them in my sleep now because I've done so many fashion shows. But I guess the key thing is having a plan to organizing. Or having a system, as to, how everything,
And delegating,
supposed
too.
to fall into
And
place.
Oh, yeah,
expect the
delegating, yeah,
unexpected.
that's true. That's
Expect the
Yeah,
unexpected.
unexpected.
Expect
In
the
any
unexpected.
event, any
and-
event
and
that you
have,
give,
Yeah, have a
expect
plan B.
the
And
unexpected.
I'm so grateful to my designers who
Yeah.
pitched in, because they were in the background, and it was a lot easier for
Yeah.
them because they
Yeah,
knew their
they knew their
fashion.
stuff.
Well, the one that got the short end of the stick was me, because I wasn't back there to show mine. So some of them didn't get shown, but that's okay.
That's okay.
But at least
Yeah.
we got the bulk of them out, and we had about 8 designers in the show. So that was
That's
exciting.
great.
You
That
know,
was
so they
awesome.
they showed their beautiful wares, and people were in awe of the different looks, because we had everything from terry silk scarves
Yeah.
to outerwear, as well as
Yeah.
nice coats, nice wraps. Something long, something short, something in between, different colors, showing the beautiful colors for fall. All of it,
Yeah.
it just really fell into place. And of course, we
That's
had the
great.
diversity in the models.
Oh,
we
yeah,
had all
the
sizes.
diversity of the sizes,
You know,
yes,
Right.
and that helps.
yeah,
And that's really,
we-
really
Yeah.
nice.
Exactly, and
Right.
we have
You can see
professional models
yourself
as well
in
as
something.
our own.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
most
Exactly.
important.
So
Yeah.
we're going to
Yeah,
do this
yeah.
again.
Of course,
it's,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
an annual
It's gonna
thing.
be
It will be an annual
You know how
thing.
you
so
started.
they
You
say-
got to
You gotta
do it
keep
again.
going.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And,
So,
and none other that they had some wonderful art pieces. If
Yeah.
anything else,
Oh,
stop
go
by
to-
just in general.
Go to the
If you
gallery.
need some awesome artwork in your home,
That's the place
support
to go.
Overdue Art
Overdue
Gallery.
Recognition Art
Art
Gallery.
Overdue Recognition Art Gallery.
And we used to
definitely.
do
It was
this
good.
actually when they were located in another location. We used to actually have the fashion shows there, because I
Yeah.
would do my summer shows
Right.
there, because when I had the
Those on
boutique.
Racetrack Road.
Yes, when I had
Yeah,
the boutique,
I
we would
remember.
I would sponsor a show for Sisters Network, and then we called it Where Art Meets Fashion.
Right.
So we've
Okay.
had it at the gallery before, but it was a
But
different
they're different.
location.
They recently just
Yeah.
started this
Yeah.
new
Yes.
location
I think
it was
there.
April
They
this
just
year.
opened.
Yeah.
Was
This
it
summer.
April?
Last
Yeah.
year,
So it
yes.
was just this year. So
Yeah.
we got to break it in with the first fashion show there.
Yes,
so I
that
was
is
excited
great.
about
Awesome
that.
I was
venue.
excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're just going to continue supporting what we do in respect to what we're happening, because so many wonderful fashions are coming out now. You can just wear anything. I think we're going retro. So many things are starting to come back. Like we used to wear years
everything
ago.
comes full
Things
circle.
are coming
That's,
back.
You can
All
guarantee
this wear,
that with
you just
fashion.
go for it. Wear it.
Yeah.
You're like, if it looks good on you, I love it. If you like it, I
And
love
that's
it.
the key.
You know,
That
that's the
is
kind
the
of
key.
thing.
If it looks good on you.
If it looks good on you,
know,
colors and
right.
things. It's all kind of
You're
colors.
never out of
Whatever
fashion if you're wearing something that
yes,
looks good.
whatever
on you.
rock your boat.
But you know, I'm
wear it.
always thinking about sharing with colors because I'm now watching people and what they have on.
It was
Yeah,
so
it was
funny.
very
It was like
nice.
funny because when Wyoming let me know at the 11th hour, we're wearing pink today too.
No, we tried it, But girl, I had
I said,
I'm saying, Miss Fashionista have anything pink?
No, I said, I don't have anything in my closet pink. It's okay. Now let's go back to the reason why. Pink is not my color.
And I said,
And
somebody
it's not
in the
that I
audience
don't
said
like
that
pink.
today.
I love pink. I love it on other people though, because it's all about what colors look best on you. And that's a whole nother program in itself. You know, because
but you tied it together.
Yes,
Yeah.
you
Tied it
worked,
together,
so
and it
right.
worked out. So as you can see,
It's the shade of pink at that point.
It needs
Yeah,
to
that's
be more
true.
of a
That she
salmon.
has on.
Mine is more of a salmon, so it so it has some little yellow undertones. So
you know, we have somebody on the call.
we have someone. We're expecting anyone on the call.
Hello.
Caller, you there?
Hi. Hello.
Who's that?
Stephanie.
Who might this be?
It is Stephanie Flood.
Hi, Stephanie. Another Sister for Sisters Network.
She was at the show.
She was at the show. She was at the Heart Health Fair. Well, hang out with us for a moment, okay? Can you hang out with us? Okay, just hang tight. Hang out. All right, sweetheart. We're going to take another quick break. We're going to come right back, and we're going to talk about, I guess we're going to talk about what's happening, some other events going to be going on, and then we're going to introduce our wonderful special sister guest, okay? We'll be right back.
Sister friends.
Sister friends, sister guest.
Yes.
So, Robin, over 17 years in the DMV. Whether you're looking to purchase, sell, or invest in a home, we have an excellent team of realtors who can assist you with all of your real estate needs. You can contact us at themartinburneyGroup.com. On social media, Facebook and Instagram, themartinburneyGroup.com. You can also give us a call at 240-398-0173. Once again, 240-398-0173. And remember, everything that we touch turns to sold. I tell you, we're going to break and look who shows up.
We talked her up.
What's going on, Shaw?
I don't know. I was just going to sit in. I was not even wanting to do. I was like, okay, we're running with traffic and trying to do a conference, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, the conference is with Les Brown.
It is with Les Brown. So yes, you got Irie Squire. She's out in Virginia. Then I got a couple other things that we're working on. I'm like, okay, I cannot be everywhere, and I promise I'll be here. It's like, I'm going to be in my own show, so I'm like, can I just
You do have a show. Hello.
Yeah, show. I'm in Maryland, I'll be in Maryland for the rest of the month. And
So tell us a little bit about Les Brown, what's going on. And I know we all know he's a well-renowned motivational
speaker,
but
educator. Yes.
Just before you said, I know, he's healed. He had battled a little bit.
He had the cancer.
And it was some things cancer-related.
Right.
So God has healed him, and he's out and about, and that's a wonderful thing.
And he looks good.
And he looks wonderful.
He looks
So
good.
tell us what's going on in that respect.
Yeah, so I haven't seen him yet. So there is a center in Rockville, Maryland. I should have brought some information. And the young man that runs this particular place, which is a beautiful place, by the way, he brings in these other motivational speakers, and he's done very well in the informational commerce world. And he decided to build this center right here in Rockville. And you basically rent out space. He has a studio
I know
there.
you're talking about.
Did I tell you this about this?
Visit there.
He has a studio, in-house studio. I mean, you can do live taping. You can do your podcast there.
Oh, wow.
This cat is real, and he talks about how he basically went through foreclosure and almost lost it all, but how information and internet marketing actually saved his life, and that's how he made his millions. And right now today, he said, listen, I had my grand opening, I'm going to bring Les Brown in, and he's going to be right here in your backyard. All you guys come, but of course there's a charge. So anything with Les Brown is a charge.
There is a charge, but it's worth the charge
It's a
because you
business.
take away so much information. and
Yeah,
nuggets
just
of
being in
things.
the room.
And just being in the room to soak up all of that positive energy.
He's
So.
so positive, and I think those people that you meet out there, they're just as positive, or they want to be positive. They're like, it's Les Brown. And speaking about his cancer, one thing that made me pay close attention to Les Brown was the fact that he could have died. I mean, he, I don't want to call the cancer out because I really am not very clear about which cancer he had. However, I do know that it was up there. Okay, it was deadly. I do understand because he's put this out in public that he went over to. Everybody know where Tijuana is, right? Well, most doctors that practice in America, if they start practicing outside of what the medical board said they can't practice, whether it heals you or not, they have to leave. And so we have a lot of American doctors that are in Tijuana that they're giving certain therapy to people that have cancer, and they help them survive and they live longer.
Yes. Yeah.
And so Les heard about some of these people that could do that, and it really has saved his life. And I was like, whoa. And so I wish I knew all these terms. I don't want to learn, but I need to learn because cancer is very close and near in my family. Not breast cancer. Oh, this is going to be funny, but not funny. Okay. And so my mom, she said she had cancer, and my mom was like stage 4 or whatever. And I'm 40, whatever years old. Okay, whatever. Okay, so my mom was supposed to die by several years ago, 40 years ago. And all I knew is that she had cancer. And I would share with my doctor, my gynecologist, and they would be like, oh, you need to get checked out. And I told her she had breast cancer. And so imagine for 30 years, okay, when I started going to the doctor in my 20s, because I had my child early, and so I started going to the doctor in my 20s. For 20 years, I told my doctor on my assessment that my mom had breast cancer. And he would say, by 25 or such and such time, you need to go get checked out. You need to go have a mammogram. Well, I'm not getting a mammogram. So after my second child, which I had at 30-something, I went to go get a mammogram, and they said, well, we need to have you back in. I'm like, what the heck? Oh, what? I'm like, that was like the scariest 30 days in my life. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, what is, and then I just had my son. I'm like, this is my first boy. I don't get to see him live. If something is wrong with me, my mama had this stage 4, and I'm like, am I going to die? Like everything was going on. I ain't tell my spouse at the time that I was going through this. I was like, it was just sweating bullets. I'm having my best friend pray for me. She's like, girl, what is you worried about? So I go, of course, and I wait for the test to come back. And it's like, oh, good. Everything was good. Nothing was wrong with me. Just got a little fatty, whatever there. I'm like, good. So I go back to my mom and I say, hey, woman, what kind of cancer did you have? And she said, oh, I had ovarian cancer, which is worse. I'm like,
that's just as bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my
I said,
God.
excuse me? She said,
All
yeah.
this time you thought it was breast.
All
breast
this
cancer.
time. And so when I'm getting
Cancer,
insurance, they're
nonetheless,
like, let's, they looking at me kind of strange when I'm trying to get insurance because your mom had this. But my
Yeah,
mom
the
had worse than
history.
that.
Yeah.
And so she had ovarian, but God healed her, and she's this faith walker.
And my
Yes.
mom had it too. Yeah.
Yeah, and she said that, she called in the ministers of the church, and they prayed for her. And when they went to go take it out, whatever they do, they looked at the, x-ray and they said, you don't have it anymore. I mean, like, that was the best story because at the time, my mom had, we were stepladder children. You know what I'm saying? We were
Yeah.
like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So my daddy would have, been taking care of 5 children by himself. And so what a blessing. But I learned that she had ovarian cancer. And so I'm good. Every year, of course, I get checked out. I'm great. Some of my sisters have experienced some of the symptoms, but I feel honored. I was like, but you know what? But now I know. But so what I tell you to do is really ask your mother or whoever had the cancer, the real history. And what other cancer did you have?
Right.
Because they just be up in church, testify, oh, God healed me from cancer. Yes, Lord. You're like, and you don't know.
Right.
You need to be like, Mom, can you,
Identifying.
Right.
Yeah.
Mama, can
Identify.
you tell me what kind of cancer that was for? I start shouting and thanking God because,
Right.
20 years I'm telling my
Identify.
doctor this.
Right.
Anyway, but that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and that's why we're here today. We're going to be speaking on our sister and about that. She's going to share her journey, and we were talking about once you can speak on it, you can be healed. You can heal others.
Help others.
You're helping others, educating others. Everything now has to be, I feel, that should be shared if it's something you're ready to share.
Right.
When you're ready to share it in a way that you can, without giving away any other information that you don't want to share. But guess what? Things that can't get swept under the rug.
Right.
That's the thing I'm getting to. We got to try to now
We have to be open
begin
and
to
talk
be
to
open
each
and
other,
talk about
especially
it.
your
'Cause it's
family
too
members.
Because
It used to be like a very quiet.
they secrecy.
Yeah.
Somebody's
and
sick and you
that's
didn't
exactly
know.
what I was
It
gonna
was
say,
very
'cause you know
quiet.
how back in the day, they
didn't
didn't
wanna mention
tell.
that word.
It wasn't
Right.
something
Talk
that you would
about
talk
it.
Right.
about, and
That's
you,
all
they
about
didn't want anybody to
sickness.
know, or I don't know, I don't know if they thought it was going to disappear on its own if they didn't tell anybody. I didn't
No,
understand that.
it was like they were shamed. It's like as though
Yeah.
they bought it on them. Somebody bought it
Right.
on them, or they bought it
Or
on
they're
themselves,
cursed.
or it's
Yeah,
their
that's
curse.
Because
Right.
that was so evil.
Right.
Especially since
Really.
it could have been like early detected.
Yeah.
Had they gone to.
Well,
the
we have
doctor
a
and
lot
have it,
more
'cause,
now medical treatments that they
Research.
educate and research, and so
Yeah.
that's why now we can live
And
longer.
natural ways of dealing with it. We all
Right,
don't
right.
have to
We didn't
have
have that,
chemo
yeah.
and radiation.
Yeah.
There are
Oh, the
natural
holistic
ways,
ways.
that
There are a lot
holistic
of
ways
ways
that you give herbs and raw
slow
foods,
it down or
put all those
completely
things back in your
cure it.
body that God gave you to clear up everything in your body. That's what they're doing now.
Yeah.
You know.
So we are so happy you stopped by, darling. Are you going to hang out, or you got to go back to the Les Brown?
No, I'm good. I'm going to sit here and support my sisters.
Thank
until
you.
1:30.
Yes.
That's what I'm here for.
So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We do have our guest, and we're going to share and talk about what's going on with her, and just have some conversation. This is what we
Okay.
want to do, and we'll be right back.
All right.
Hello, my name is Keisha Martin Burney with the Martin Burney Group at RE/MAX Realty Center in Albany, Maryland. We have been licensed for over 17 years in the DMV. Whether you're looking to purchase, sell, or invest in a home, we have an excellent team of realtors who can assist you with all of your real estate needs. You can contact us at themartinburneygroup.com. On social media, Facebook and Instagram, themartinburneygroup.com. You can also give us a call at 240-398-0173. Once again, 240-398-0173. And remember, everything that we touch turns to sold.
Let's stay real close till the end.
Hey, we're back. We're back.
Hey.
We have our sister on the line, too. We want to make sure we get her in. We got Stephanie Flood. She's on our call. She's going to be speaking to us briefly about what's up and coming. We're going to share this as we move along even next week, but coming up at the end of this month, there's an event you all are having called Wigs and Wine.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Wigs and Wine. Yeah, I had it right. So tell us about what Wigs and Wine, what is that all about and what's happening and who's going to be involved with that, Stephanie?
So, yes, thank you all so much for allowing us to be on the call. I do have Susan Otley Pretty on the line.
Oh, hi, Susan! Susan is on.
Nice to have her. Yes. God is so good, you guys. So, real quick, let's talk about our weekend. So, this weekend, I'm telling you, Friday, October 26th, through Sunday, October 28th. It is a weekend-long festival retreat that we're bringing, and I'm using the word festival because it's going to be a lot going on, but a lot of good stuff going on. So for that weekend, our theme is Wigs and Wine, and what we do, as you all know, we do pajama parties with a purpose. So this is our featured event that we've been planning and working on for, it seems like forever, Sue, right?
Yeah.
It seems like forever. So if you all will hold on to your seats because we're about to go on a journey. So all weekend, real quick, we'll talk about some of the things that we're bringing. We're going to be serving food, beverages, and we're even going to host some wine tastings. We're going to have Tai Chi by the pool. A la carte services. And we're going to talk about those services in a minute. And then on Friday night, when everybody's checked in, we're going to do some networking and host a cocktail party. And here's a surprise. We actually have a jazz performer that's going to be coming in playing his saxophone on Friday night. And his name is Eddie Backus Jr. And he is, to me, he's one of the greatest. I really love the way he plays that sax. So I'm going to now turn it over to Susan, and she's going to talk about Saturday, and then we'll come back together to talk about the last day on Sunday. Susan?
Yes, ladies. On Saturday, we're going to start off on Saturday morning with Tai Chi by the pool at 6:30 in the morning, and then we're going to be offering various workshops in health and wellness and some financial workshops. We're also going to have a special guest speaker, Tashik Hawkins, and she will be discussing hair loss due to medical conditions such as cancer and alopecia. We also will have a wonderful speaker by the name of Sharon Parker of, Rosea.
Yeah.
Well, and she will be sharing her book on leading within. We will also be joined by our very own Charlene Day. Woohoo! Charlene! Network Incorporated. And she will be and Charlene will be talking about collaboration on purpose. You know, how to collaborate on purpose. We have even added another Sister for Sister member network incorporated, and her name is Jennifer Jones Bryant, and she is coming to bless us with a discussion on purpose as well.
Awesome.
We will also have many vendors throughout the event. We will also have the a la carte services, which will include hair, skin. We'll have a celebrity makeup artist as well on the spot for us, as well as massage therapists. We are also going to be including a free complimentary trip to the Tanger Outlet, to the National Harbor, and to the MGM Casino. And we will have our very own Sisters Live station on the spot, ladies. So it's going to be an awesome time. And we're going to, I don't know if you guys want to share a little bit about the live event. Please, feel free to do so, and it definitely will continue on the Sunday.
Okay, so it sounds like you guys have. Is this week that weekend? Y'all got me tired already. And I'm not even there. This sounded so exciting. Yeah, that sounds really, really exciting.
Have to do a repeat for me.
So let me just say this. I need, ladies, I need them to go online and get the rest of the information at this point, and then we can have you on next week. I think we have one more week, so we want to push this for you. So just give the information out so people can go and get more information about what's happening. So give a phone number or website, whichever, or both.
Okay.
Definitely want to get that in the price dropping.
Sure, yes. So we're two things. We are dropping our price, so we've taken $100 off of our price. I'm in the process of updating that on Eventbrite.
Okay.
So for those of you who can go to Eventbrite in the search area, you could just type in wigs, and it'll bring up our event, Wigs and Wine. And so it'll have everything listed there. That's also an opportunity, ladies, for you all to look at our price as far as our day pricing that we have, $99. The $149 that we're updating now is for the entire weekend. The $99 price is for the day only. So if you can come for a Friday and be there for Friday only, or Saturday only, or even on Sunday, we're featuring some things and events on that day as well. And I did want to mention we have an author that's going to be there on Sunday. Her name is Erica Sally. She was featured on Four Sisters Live a couple of weekends ago, and she's going to be talking about her book, Pathways to Purpose. So I just want to make sure she got that included in that.
Is there a phone number on that Eventbrite, Stephanie?
Yes, so it's on Eventbrite, but I'll give it to you all. It's 301-267-3471.
301-267-3471?
Yes, that is it.
Great. Thank you, girls. I love you. Susan, we're so happy. You sound so healthy. Yes. Thank you, ladies. And Susan, continue to get well, my dear, and get up and running and back in stride. And we thank you guys for calling in. And we will speak with you all later, okay?
Miss you,
Susan.
Praying
for you. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yes, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's so much going on. That's why we're telling you, being a part of the network.
Okay. Look, I want to make sure she all right, because it's been a long hour.
But you know what? We have conversations. You all know we have conversation continues.
Yes.
And this is our Health and Wellness Week, Saturday, of course. And Robin's going to hang out with us.
Yeah.
But I want her to speak about her journey. And there is again, some other events that's going on reference to Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Black Girls Rock. Yeah. They're having a bowling event on the 27th, same weekend. So it's going to be at Anacostia Park. It's going to be nice. It's going to be, I think it starts at 8 o'clock in the morning. So there's a lot going on with that. We're going to put the flyer up soon. But I just wanted, that is in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month as well. Black Girls Rock, DMV, having a big walk. All kind of events and things going to be going on at Anacostia Park on the 27th. And it's going to be, I believe, starts at 8 or 9 a.m. that morning. But again, support that. And now, so that we can all be a part of what's going on in our community.
Exactly.
So, and so speaking of the breast cancer, this sister, Robin Ayoloa Jackson, and Ayoloa means joy to our people. Yes. And she brings so much joy. She's been a joy in my life for, for over 30 years. But never knew, I don't want to cry. I never knew that I had a sister that was close to me with this, I call it demonic. Anything that is not about what God created in that respect is demonic. It's the demon. It's the devil. But we can beat it. We can defeat it. We can overcome it. Yeah. We are victorious in our walk with whatever we do. And I never knew all the years I would have a sister that I've never experienced anyone that could literally say, I'm a 2-time survivor
2 times.
Oh, wow.
of breast cancer. I never
blessing.
had a sister. You hear other people,
Right.
you hear your
Right.
other family members talk about it. I don't have it in my family, thank God. I have other things, but that wasn't. So when she expressed that she was going through this, she had so many family and friends and sister friends to camp around her.
that
But
love.
she give that joy and that love. What you give out will come
Come back.
They
People
will.
will help you be nasty and mean all you want. Because when stuff happens to you and you need help, you'll see who'll be around you. But
know who
give
your
out
friends
love.
are, right.
You want love, give love. You want friendship, give friendship. You want peace, have peace. You got to give. It's reciprocal. It's
That's
recycled.
right.
You got to do it.
Right.
You got to get it to give it back.
That's
And
it.
because she gave so much of herself, God has healed her. She's going to tell her story. But I just want to say this. Robin is a native of Newark, New Jersey. She holds a master's degree in management with a concentration in organizational behavior. Organized sister here. Leadership and marketing. She is a proud mother of 2 children, Malik and Daya, and 1 granddaughter, Miss O. Robin's passion has always been in service, whether handling senior management, senior pastors, or friends, family, or strangers. She is a methodical thinker, and she values her time and others. But life changed for her in 2014 and 2016, and Robin had to dig deep to identify her innermost strength to walk her journey of life. And thank God she can speak about her journey and her life today. We salute you.
Yes.
We applaud you. She was also acknowledged last Friday at the culture evening of cultures.
Yeah.
That was
Yes.
about breast cancer and
Yes.
acknowledging women who have survived it. She was one of the sisters that's in the audience. We went together, and I was proud of her, and she received some honors in that respect as well. So welcome, Robin, to our show, Four Sisters Live.
Yeah.
so much.
We're happy to have you. Give us some information. Tell us what you want us to know.
My name is Robin. That's who I am. My journey started in 2014. I had lost my mother in 2013. I had lost my job. I had 2 jobs at the time, and I lost both of those jobs in 2013 and my mother.
Oh, my goodness.
Really didn't realize the effects of things that you internalize. If you don't let them out, they can be
They come out in other
they come in
ways.
other ways.
Right.
And for me, in 2014, I'm very good about doctor's appointments, going for my checkups and everything like that. I've always had an issue with having, like, they call it milk. I would have milk calcium build up in my breast. So because of that, I would get checked every 6 months just to make sure there was nothing wrong. In 2014, I went to the doctor just for a regular checkup and did my mammogram. They told me everything was okay. And then I got a call and said, well, we see something that we're a little concerned about. We just want to do a biopsy and see what's going on. We did the biopsy. The biopsy determined that I had DCIS, which means that you have, it's enclosed in your ducts. Okay? And on some levels, for me, I was stage 0. Stage 0 is, most people would say, well, you don't have to be concerned about that. No, you don't, but you need to as well, because at any stage, you need to monitor it to make sure that nothing matriculates further. So we did the testing and everything like that, said it was in my ducts, said I would need radiation treatment for it. Information is very, very important. When you go to the doctor, and especially when it's something as serious as possibly cancer diagnosis or any other type of diagnosis, it's important that you take someone with you that, number one, is level-headed. Someone who is your other ears. I went to the doctor by myself because I'm just used to handling things. I manage everything, manage my life, I manage other people's lives. So going to the doctor for me was just normal.
Right.
But I didn't realize I needed someone else there that could be that second set of ears for me. I agreed to not only having a surgery, but I asked to have my breasts reduced.
Oh, wow.
And it wasn't the fact of me having to have radiation treatments, the fact that I made a decision to have my breasts reduced. Because had I not had my breasts reduced, I would not have released the cells that were contained. Now, after this happened, and then just a little fast forward, and then we'll come back, in 2016, then when I was diagnosed again, then I thought about what I did in 2014. It made me think about some things that I did in 2014, and could that have had an impact on the outcome? And in doing so, I was asking questions of different, medical doctors and specialists, and everybody said, no, there's no real determinant. But in my mind, I still believe that had I waited and not had the reduction surgery, it would have, the outcome at that time would have had a different outcome for me. I'm still seeking that information, that piece, because I think that would be important for women to know, is that sometimes when things are diagnosed, it doesn't have to be breast cancer, anything. You need to think in terms of the steps you take and how things are managed. And so I went through that, and then it was like 3 years after, and then 2017, April 19th, 2017, I developed what I thought was a cyst on my left breast again. And so I went to the doctor. It had started turning black. And so when the doctors told me, Robin, it's not a cyst. You're going to have your breasts removed. I said, no, it's just a cyst. And I kept that in my mind until I walked to my car, and I sat in my car and I hollered. And I released. And I said, God, I don't know what the lesson I'm supposed to learn, but God, whatever that lesson is, I need your guidance. I need you to walk this with me. I need you to teach me what I need to do so that I don't have to repeat this again. And that was the first and only time I can say I cried. I mean, I literally cried. And after that point, the next time I took, it was so many people in my village, I can't even remember who all was with me. I know who was there the longest. I mean, between my daughter and between a minister, one of the ministers, they were there with me. And they went to the doctor with me to find out what types of treatment would be done. I had to have a mastectomy of my left breast. I did do that. I had to undergo chemo. Attitude
makes a difference.
Attitude makes a big
your
difference.
Spirit, yes, your inner spirit, yes, your faith walk.
Exactly.
And I have to say that when you are faced with something and you don't know the outcome, you cannot fall apart.
That's right.
You have got to go to the source and ask for strength, direction. And what I did, I was alone a lot. In those times that I was alone, I was not pitying myself. I was not crying. I didn't do any crying. What I was thinking about, God, what do I need to do? Where do I need to go?
Step?
What's my next step? And what I realized is going through, when I was seeing the doctors, I should say, and they would say, well, you're going to lose your hair. I'm not my hair.
Can we show that picture? I love that picture. She says, but you look awesome. You look so wonderful.
And
let's see the picture. Just keep that up for a second. Facebook, I want them to see this picture.
It is gorgeous.
That is gorgeous of you. and you took that beauty. You know, that's beauty.
I love that.
I told her when she did, I said, girl, you can rock that. That's what they're doing. She's like,
they're
I
doing
know
now.
that, but that's the fashion. Show the other one. Don't go anywhere. The other picture where she went. Do you have that one? That one is just, that of you is beautiful.
Gorgeous.
You really just took yourself to another level to see the beauty that you have inside of you. And I'm very proud of you when you went there to just say, I want to, because you have it, sweetie? There it is. Okay. Then you went and you had your picture done again.
And I saw this picture and I said, I couldn't
connect.
Connect.
Right.
Wow.
The thing is that
Yeah, that's beautiful.
after I had the surgery,
gorgeous.
I needed to know how I could walk. How could I validate my walk each day? How could I make purpose come from this and grow from it? Because I personally felt, although I may lose a breast, I want to gain my heart of what spirit of what I am about. And I was around a photographer at the time when I mentioned this to her, and she said, I would like to capture you at every phase of your treatment. And we set up 3 different phases.
Wow.
This was the phase before I lost my hair.
Okay.
I still had a head full of hair in this wrap.
Okay.
That was the first one. But my breast, you can't tell my breast because the way I position my hand, you see a shadow.
Right.
But my left breast is not there.
Oh, yeah, okay. And if you
It's
tune
not
into
there. And then with the second picture that you saw with my bald head was when I had lost all my hair, and I was just really wanting to come out that day. I wanted to get out the house because I had been in, and she said, I want to take some pictures of you in the second phase. So we did a photo shoot of my second phase. We have not done pictures of my third phase, which is with me with hair now.
Okay.
And we're working on that. But what I use this to keep a smile on my face. It was important for me to find joy even in a situation.
You can take it down, babe.
Even in the situation of where I was at.
Yeah.
It was to find joy.
Beautiful.
Well, I'm excited that you definitely started to share and open up, because I know it took a process for you to get to that point to be able to tell and talk about it, even when you wanted to go through this. I love the look you have now.
Yeah. I
She
do
just like,
too.
I ain't getting this color. I don't want no gray and black. But no, it
you're,
works.
But you're the one that can wear that
But
shade.
you,
Right.
yeah,
That is
perfect
absolutely
head
gorgeous.
and all the shape.
Yeah.
I mean, hey,
Yeah.
I mean,
I know
God
a
gave
couple of
Absolutely
women,
gorgeous.
It's just gorgeous.
Yeah, that rock that
Beautiful.
style. Everybody
We're
can
not
rock
just
that
sitting
style.
here.
I used to
Yeah.
say when I get a certain age, I was going to cut my hair real short. Then I saw the shape of my head. I said, so you got the right head and everything.
all the head wraps and all the beautiful.
Yeah.
You love hats, so it's like
Yeah,
your
things that
crown.
you can do.
Look at
Yeah.
your crown that you can put on. It's just,
Well,
the crown makes a
we're gonna
difference.
hang out. We're gonna hang out.
Yeah.
We're gonna hang out. You all know we have conversation continues. We are gonna have this to continue, because there's some other things that we want to share as well. But before we leave, there's 2 things I want to share. People, vote.
Oh, please.
We cannot leave that out of the equation of our conversation. Please vote. It's critical. It's crucial. It's important. It's just a must
Oh, it's absolutely a must.
that we go and vote at this point.
Yes.
Midterm election.
Don't forget.
Okay,
Here,
it's
November
affecting
6th.
our future.
Oh my gosh.
And your
What's going to come
children's
and our
future.
children's
And
future.
your children's future.
And
most
also,
importantly.
yeah, so vote, okay?
Yes.
The other thing is that we're going to have some awesome guests next week. Excited about our domestic violence piece, which is going to be 4 first ladies
Right.
are going to come in and speak about their truth on domestic violence from the perspective of church. And so we're going to dig deep into that, talk about that, and we're going to have an awesome entertainment by Tammy Hayes and 3J. They're going to come in and speak about that. I mean, sing and entertain us at the same time. So we have had a full show. We have enjoyed it. And
It's been
stick
awesome.
around, hang around.
Yeah.
We're going to regroup a little bit, but we're coming back from Four Sisters Live. But the time has gone by. So what time is it? It is time for you to walk in your purpose and prosperity. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the other side. Right.
2 minutes.
You got to rock this way with us, Robin.
Yes.